Okay, hi traders, here's a new video. First of all, the risk warning, your invested capital might be at risk. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, and this video is not investment advice. So this video is another binary option trading, binary option strategy video based on those kind of concepts which I have explained in my ebook. Get this ebook, you'll find the link in the description. This ebook contains the most important candlestick pattern, chart pattern, and binary option, turbo trading concepts, market condition, trend identification, rejection, candlestick math, and a lot of more concepts which can be applied to any kind of time frame, any kind of financial instrument, and any kind of broker. So get this ebook, you'll find the link in the description, and in the description we'll find also the link to the Facebook group. So you see we have weekend, and you know I'm doing this kind of videos always on weekend when the market is closed, yes, and as a European trader I do not have available the OTC market or any other market to do live trading, yes, and so I'm doing this kind of recaps of those kind of trades which I have already done, and I'm going to explain you also which kind of concepts out of the ebook are important to understand those kind of trades. So first of all, I have to do an overall review of those kind of concepts which are important, which you should care about. Yes, and which should be those one which you understand and or apply to your trading. So we are going first of all to start with the candlestick math. Yes, apart from the candlestick pattern, which are explained in the ebook, yes, the candlestick pattern and the chart pattern are the most important ones. Yes, you should know and you should recognize them. Then after this, obviously the rejection part. Yes, here where I talked about the 4 keys. Yes, the trend, the key level, the candlestick pattern, and the rejection. Market condition. One of the most crucial things is the market condition. What kind of trend do you have? Do you have a strong trend? Have you a healthy market in an uptrend or downtrend? Do you have ranging market or consolidation area? Because candlestick patterns, chart patterns, yes, and price itself behaves different in different market conditions. Yes, that is one of those important things. If you do not recognize market condition, you are not able to trade profitable. Yes, that is one of the most important things. Try to understand market condition and the trend. If you are using EMAs, you should know what that means, and that is what I show you always, often, and always every time when I'm doing here this kind of videos. Yes, that we have here the alignment of the EMAs, which are giving you a hint about in what kind of market you are moving. Yes, it's downtrend, it's an uptrend. Yes, and so on. Yes, the alignment of the EMA is telling a lot. So from this, we are jumping immediately to the fake breakout stuff. Yes, that is this one here. You should know that fake breakouts could look like this one. Yes, and there are some other which I was not able here to draw them too. Yes, because there are so many different formations, yes, of fake breakouts, but that are the most common ones. Yes, then obviously the understanding about the reversal and retracement, because a lot of traders are trapped and will be trapped in those kind of traps of reversal and retracement. They think it will be a reversal. It was only a retracement, and then they get out of the money. Yes. So the highest probability trading setups as continuation. That is also one thing what I'm doing almost often. Yes, I do those kind of trades. Obviously, you should be patient. You should apply the 4 keys which are mentioned here. Yes, and then you get your 80% success rate. So, and then obviously all those other kind of concepts, but I will name only those one which are really important, and that is one. First of all, the understanding of the strongness, yes, of the candlestick pattern. Yes, that is this candlestick chart psychology, candlestick psychology. Where you understand that the upper shadow is resistance, the lower shadow is support. Yes, the same is valid here. The upper shadow is resistance, the lower shadow is support. Yes, here I have done the most bearish ones, less bearish ones. Yes, and also this one here is less bearish, but can be also bearish. Yes, because I explained to you, if the lower shadow is long, extreme long, that could be also a sign that there is a lot of selling pressure, and so it could go down. But this is the overall progression of the candlestick relation or ratio between real body and the shadows, yes, about and the wicks, yes, and that is pressure reading at its best. So, and then obviously how to analyze the trading setup. Then this kind here, the prediction of the next candle, that how to read the running candle, yes, and the entry point stuff. Yes, I saw in the Facebook group a lot of people complaining about the entry point. That is your video. Watch this video. Try to understand those things which I have explained in the ebook. Yes, because that is your that you are doing this wrong if you are getting into a bad entry point. So, and in confluence with the entry point. 1 second. And in confluence with the entry point, this kind of the prediction of the running candle, the prediction of the direction of the running candlestick, yes, is that what is candlestick doing in the purchase time and what is candle doing then to expect in the expiration time. That is a crucial part to get most of your trades in the money. Yes, that is all part of the 7th edition ebook. And you should try to understand those concepts, to apply those concepts in your trading, and to to practice those things. Yes. So okay. So let's start immediately. I have showed you the most important one. I didn't cover the candlestick pattern and the chart pattern. Yes, because I think that is normal that you should recognize candlestick pattern and chart pattern on your own. So now we are going to start here immediately with this video, and I entered here immediately into a put, and that is what I want to show you here. Look at this. We have here almost ranging market. We got here a Bollinger Squeeze. Yes, here we got a breakout. Yes, then we got here a minor downtrend, minor uptrend, minor downtrend, minor uptrend. Yes, then we got here this kind of hanging man after a minor uptrend. Yes, and that was the reason after I saw that this candle here was breaking through the 20 EMA that we are getting here into a downtrend, and that was the reason why I entered here into a put, because you see again here Bollinger Squeeze here, yes, consolidation area, but more important is this one here, the 200, the 100, the 50 and the 20 EMA, which are aligned in this kind of manner, like I have shown you before. Yes, which means in a clear sign that this is a downtrend. Yes, it's not an established downtrend because we are here still between the middle Bollinger Band and the 1 deviation. I told you if you are between the middle Bollinger Band and the 1 deviation, upper or lower Bollinger Band, then you are almost in ranging market. But this hanging man after this minor uptrend, yes, in this kind of constellation with this EMA is telling that we are getting here a pullback. The same thing is what has happened here. Yes, a pullback from the 20 EMA with a fake breakout. You see, those concepts which I named before are exactly those kind of things which I'm showing you here. Yes, fake breakout of the 20 EMA, a pullback. Yes, and from the 50 EMA. Yes, and then a downtrend. And because this candle here showed me selling pressure based on this hanging man, as I was pretty much sure that price would continue going down. And because we have here ranging market, you can expect such huge candle here. Yes, that are typical for a ranging market. So that was the reason why I entered here into a trade in this kind of constellation context. So, and then I was explaining maybe something. Yes, I explained here something about the ebook. So, and let me do a little bit fast forward to don't lose too much time, because I have today some things to do. 1 second. So, and yes, let me see when I do enter here into a new trade. So I'm waiting here, and we passed the entry point. Yes, you see here the purchase time passed the 4 seconds. So I will not enter into a trade here. Yes, because you know I try mostly to enter in the first 30 seconds of the purchase time. Yes, and then I will enter, else I will not enter, because there will be most probably another candle happening. So, okay, I entered here into a call, yes, because I understood that this kind of candle here was nothing else than a retracement. Yes, we are coming here. Yes, we have here ranging market. Price was ranging here around. We got here, yes, well, how can I explain this? We got here a rejection, yes, and also a retracement candle, yes, of this upcoming uptrend. We have here a double bottom, yes, which shows that we have a huge buying pressure here, yes. We have flat EMAs, which are showing that they could be broken really easily, yes, and because we got here through the 20 EMA and the 50 EMA, and also we touched the 100 EMA, but this 100 EMA was the sign for a consolidation area. But this candle that didn't cross the 50 EMA, and that was the sign for me that we are getting here into a reversal. That weak candle at this support and resistance level is showing me that we are getting here a pullback, and that is what I have explained in the chart pattern stuff. That's where I talked about the pullback. And the pullback can be applied to any kind of chart pattern, any kind of support and resistance level. And you see, I'm waiting to get a better entry point, yes. And as soon we are getting close to the closing price of the previous candle, I entered into a call expecting this kind of pullback. You see here what I mean. Breakout of this support and resistance level, pullback to this level, and that is the last kiss. That is almost an 80% probability trading setup, a high probability trading setup, and those kinds of concepts which you should apply and which you should trade, yes, because those are those ones which will put the odds on your favor. So that was already. If you like this video, do a like. If you didn't subscribe to my channel. And if you have something to say, drop me a line in the comment section. So I would say stay safe and bye-bye.